Welcome to the Let's Talk About It with Keola podcast. On this podcast, we have open minded, occasionally emotional, and thought provoking conversations about topics that hopefully will lead to some new perspectives. So, today I'm going to start with a positive quote. And the quote is: Your circle should be proud and not jealous. Okay? And then we're going to talk about jealous people in your circle. Let's talk about it. So, this is one of those topics, of course, I think a lot of people will be able to relate to it. Um, it happens a lot, probably more common than it probably should, where you have people in your circle that are kind of moving around with you. You may be actually genuinely happy for them and some of their events that take place in their life, whether it's personal or professional. And I know for me personally, I'm a person that when I see someone winning, I'm happy to see them winning. As a matter of fact, if I can do something to contribute to a person's success, I'm probably going to help them do it, at least attempt to help them do it. But when I kind of get a feeling that you're trying to take advantage of, my kindness, because I'm by nature just a kind-hearted person, then I'll probably start pulling back a little bit. But it's very common to have people in your circle for whatever reason to start feeling jealousy. And I just wanted to kind of, was something on my lip. I hope y'all didn't see that on this camera. And don't anybody tell me. Don't be putting it in the comments either saying, ew, something on your lips. Anyway, I felt that on there. I got it off, I hope. But the definition of jealousy is some hostility towards someone because you believe they have some type of advantage over you. So to me, that's kind of like a misconception because, and I'm going to read that one more time. Jealousy is a hostility towards someone because you believe that they have an advantage over you. So to me, if it's someone in your circle, typically the person in your circle probably should have a better insight into what's going on with you than maybe someone outside of your circle. So they may know your struggle, they may know the efforts that you've gone through, they may know the hard work, the time, all the different intricate details that it's taken to get to where you may be in a situation. And so to have someone jealous of you or to feel like you have some type of advantage is kind of a misplaced, to me, emotion, or to feel like you have an advantage. And so here's the real deal. You have people in your family who may have a self-esteem issue. Okay, so that has nothing to do with you. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a personal thing. And if they have a self-esteem issue, you just continue to be great, right? Because there's nothing you can really do about it. That's their personal issue. They have a self-esteem problem. But it's hurtful to you because you genuinely care about them. You genuinely want to see them succeed, except they're feeling a certain way about your level of progress or your level of success because they feel like you have some type of advantage that they don't have. But guess what? Every human being on the face of this earth has a skill, has a talent, has a purpose. God created every person on this planet with a skill or a talent that's unique to that person as an individual. So why a person would feel that somebody has an advantage over them, I really have a problem kind of relating to that. So if somebody can chime in the comments to help me kind of understand that, because I really don't really understand it, because there are some things I can't do. Like, I'm not naturally an artist. I can't draw. I draw stick people. I wish I could draw. And y'all better believe if I could dance like Chris Brown, every time you saw me, I would be all over the place. But I can't dance like Chris Brown. But if I could, I would. But I cannot. That's not my gift, but I'm not jealous of people who can dance. I don't feel envy. I don't feel jealous. I'm excited. I want to see them doing it. So that's just me and the way I feel personally. If I see someone that can sing, I wish I could sing. I can't sing, but I don't feel jealousy or envy because they can sing. They just can. Same thing with friends. Friends are kind of in your circle. And so how would you be jealous of a friend who maybe has been working hours and hours and hours and hours tirelessly to maybe start a business? Maybe they've been working at something and you feel jealous that they finally reached the other side of their efforts. They've reached a level of success and now you're feeling jealous because they've reached that accomplishment, but you were there, you saw them, you were aware of how much time, how much effort, how much sacrifice. And so it's not that they have any advantage, it's just that their efforts have now paid off. And there's something you as a friend have going on different than what they have going on. Maybe you have a talent to do something that's completely different from what they have. And so collectively, if you're their friend, then when the two of you come together, if you put your strengths together, then the two of you have no weaknesses. So again, if somebody can kind of chime in the comments and tell me, now don't put nothing mean in the comments. This is not that kind of platform. Don't put anything. It is not a mean girl thing. This is not a hateful platform. I don't do mean stuff. I don't like when people come off with it. Yes, we all have an opinion and a perspective, and I'm open-minded, but I'm never open-minded to mean. Like, this is not the place for that. I don't have any sensitivity to meanness because there's never an okay time to just be mean. But I do want to understand how you can feel jealous or how you can feel slighted on something, because we all have been given a gift. We all have something. We all have been dealt a hand. Do we all have the same hand? No. But we all have something that is unique to us individually that we can do. And if you don't know what that is, if you don't know what your gift is, if you don't know what your purpose is, then you need to take some time and search and find out what that is, because you have something. You do. That's what makes you unique. That's why you're here, because you have that uniqueness about you that nobody else has but you. That's what makes you really, really special. And again, maybe you just haven't discovered it yet, but you have it. So don't be jealous. Don't feel envy. Be excited when you see your friends or your family accomplishing something. Maybe your best friend just bought a new house. Maybe your best friend bought a new car. Maybe somebody in your family is the first person to graduate college. Maybe somebody in your family, everybody all grew up in the same neighborhood. And, all your homies on the block everybody was, doing the scamming together, and all the homeboys and then somebody made it out. They stopped, they decided they was going to stop doing that, and they made it. Don't be upset with them. Don't go shoot up the neighborhood because your homie made it out. Be happy he made it out. That just should let you know that if he made it out, you can make it out too. Now you just need to go figure out your purpose and find out what it is that you can do so you can do something different. Maybe you should if you hot on the block, maybe you're supposed to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you should be somewhere running a company. Maybe you should be running a logistics business. Maybe you should be an entrepreneur. Maybe you should be a whole lot of other things other than what you're doing. There's so many ways to get business and make money, but don't box yourself in and think because that's the only way you've seen it, that's the only way it can be done, because that's not true. So now you're jealous of your homie because he got something else going on. That's just not how that's supposed to happen. And so, sometimes people are jealous in their relationships. Maybe your boyfriend is jealous. Maybe your husband is jealous. Maybe your wife is jealous. Maybe they're insecure. Maybe they have low self-esteem. There's nothing you can do about that. Maybe they're insecure because they have some issues that have nothing to do with you, that has something that happened to them long before they came into your life, and they need to be healed from that, and they had some type of trauma that took place before you came into their life. And so maybe they're just possessive. Maybe they're jealous because they're possessive. And if you're their partner, you've got to decide if that's a deal breaker for you. If that's the way you want to live your life, with someone who's got a possession issue, that's got a low self-esteem issue, and that you're never going to be able to be free to be who you are because they're jealous. They think everybody wants you. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go to the gym because they think everybody in the gym wants you. You can't go to church because they think all the deacons in the church want you. Everybody on the motherboard looking at you. Like, what? Really? Like, I'm just in here trying to get my worship on. Are you serious? So you have to decide, is that something you want to deal with? Because at the end of the day, the jealousy issue has nothing to do with you, and you won't be able to fix that person. We have to understand the person should have been fixed before they came into your life. So jealousy is one of those things that you need to decide, is it you? Are you contributing to the person's jealousy? Are you making the person feel jealous, or is it them? Do they have their own issues? And, I have learned, of course, sometimes people have issues that they had long before I came into the picture, and I have to decide what's best for me, whether something is a deal breaker or not a deal breaker for me. And jealousy is one of those things. If I see that you're just a jealous person and there's nothing I can do, you're not going to box me in and I can't go anywhere because you're jealous or you're insecure. Family and friends, if you're jealous because I'm a person who's always about, let me be the best me that I can be, let me try my best to always be on the grind. As long as I have breath in my body and my health, I'm always going to be looking for a way to improve myself, to get the most out of life, to live the best life that I can live. And if I can be a positive impact in anybody's life that's in my circle, that's what I'm going to bring to the circle. And so if you're in my circle and you're jealous and you're envious, I'm going to need you to get out my circle, because that's not what I want in my circle, and that's not what I bring to my circle. I want my circle to be full of people that are positive, that have love, that are supportive of one another. And so jealous people in your circle, that's just not cool. That's not the move. And so we need to do better as a people. But I am so excited to have, you guys in, on my podcast and tuning in and listening, and let me know what you guys think about the jealousy thing. Let me know if you got people in your circle that you found out was jealous, and how you felt about it. And put your comments in there. If you're watching me on YouTube, put your comments on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, put your comments on TikTok. If you're on IG, put them there. But I just want to thank you guys for listening, and there you have it. That's my episode for today. Make sure you subscribe on Spotify and YouTube for all the full episodes. And if you're not already following me on IG and TikTok, follow me there so you can stay connected. Love you without judgment, and see you next time.